But one thing I really wanted to ask you that I've never asked you.
Ooh.
I wanted to kind of just ask about your sexuality, if I'm honest, because I remember, I'm completely honest, I remember when you came out to us, in like the nicest way possible, I kind of like didn't care.
Yeah.
Just because I thought, it's cool. It's really not a big deal.
Yeah.
If anything, I thought you were gay anyway.
Yeah, most people did, I think.
But like, but this is the thing, because like, again, growing up, similar to how I saw race and a lot of people around us saw race, it really didn't matter.
No.
Sexual preference to me just really didn't matter growing up.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until later in life where I started like talking to more people kind of outside of the people we grew up around that I realised, shit, it's actually still a problem for some people. Did you face like challenges?
Do you know what?
In Oxford in particular?
I am blessed. I am super blessed because when I came out, because to be fair, I came out as bisexual because I was just playing it safe.
Okay.
Because I was like, I don't want like anybody to think like, especially the girls, because I would always hang around with girls. I didn't want the girls to think, well, she just likes girls, then she's going to fancy us or anything like that. And I didn't want to be the alien in that when we have conversations as us girls, that I couldn't participate in those conversations. Yeah, that boy's well fit. It happens. So that's why I came out as bi, even though I was not. But nobody needed to know that. It was fine. And then slowly, it just became a normal thing, and for a lot of people it's a lot harder in schools, and I genuinely think it's because I was with blessed people. I was so blessed to be around people like yourself or Michelle, Aaliyah, Nicole, all of these people, because to be fair, I look back on it now and I was actually quite popular. There would be so many different types of people, like even people that were classed as the geeky quiet ones. I would go and chat with them, I'd sit with them, whatever. But equally I'd be amongst the most popular set of girls in our year or whatever. And even people in years above us I would be friends with. I just got on with everybody. I think it's because of that. Because
I dipped great energy.
And because I dipped my fingers in so many different types of things, so like sports and football. So that's actually what got me actually to know people in the years above, because it was mostly the years above, because the girls in my year just weren't that interested in football.
Jodie Warren and Holly Pickett.
Holly Pickett. But most of them were in years above. They were the year above us, and that's how I got to know those people. And like Pip, and she's my best friend now as well. Pip. So I knew all of those people, but then obviously in terms of our year, I would just mix and mingle with everyone. And I think I'm lucky in terms of when I did come out, nobody cared. Like you said, nobody gave a crap about it because I was still me. I didn't change, and that's when I started becoming more comfortable in the fact that I've got a girlfriend now, blah blah blah, and everyone's like, oh my god, really? And that's, I don't even think I really did come out as a lesbian, to be honest with you, because I'd still have boyfriends and stuff, but as time went on and I had my first girlfriend, that was it then. I didn't have to be anybody else. I wasn't I was just me, You don't even need to put a label on it. It was just, that's I'm just interested in women, that's it. And so in terms of me coming out, I think I'm super lucky, because some people have got a 10 times worse, and I genuinely think it's only because of the kinds of people I knew. And how I got on with everybody, and I adapted and just was able to get on with certain types of different groups, no matter whether it be the geeky lot or the most popular lot, weren't for a better way of putting it. So I was blessed.
One thing I really wanted to ask, and kind of again bringing it back to Oxford, have you found like a different in response to your sexuality in Oxford as you have to say in London or in other places?
So, no, because I don't think, because obviously when I moved to London, which wasn't that long ago, the majority of my life is in Oxford still. I don't think I've been here long enough.
Okay.
But saying that, it's funny because obviously as I've got older, people don't see me as a lesbian. Like a lot of people are shocked when I say that, or say that I'm interested in girls, or I've got a fiance who's actually female. They're like, "Oh, you don't look like a lesbian. I wouldn't put you down as well." And I'm just like,
"What does a lesbian look like?"
Exactly. Thank you. I remember I was speaking to a producer, and there was a topic about there was an item that was going to be on the show, What's That TV, that I work on in line with Mummy Youth Project, and somebody wanted to make an item called I can't remember what it's called, but it's about being gay, and the challenges people face in being gay and being attacked and this, that, and the other, blah blah blah, and they called me in, obviously because I'm gay, and just wanted to get what my experiences were in being gay and stuff, and like, have you ever had troubles, or have you ever been attacked or anything like that? And I said no. I mean, obviously I've had people where in the street, if they've seen me with another girl or I'm close to that, you get men honking the horn or men saying, oh, I can convert you, and trying to pounce on me in clubs and stuff, and I'm not interested. And actually that for some reason they want to use that and say, oh, I can change you and this, that and the other, and I'm just like, mate, leave it. But yeah, and one of the producers, I was saying my stories and whatnot, and she said, oh, see, I wouldn't have put you down as a lesbian. I was really shocked and taken aback by that, because I was just like, and I openly said it, I was like, what does a lesbian look like? Nobody looks like anything anymore. Yeah, you can, if you've got a good gaydar, which I think I do, then yeah, but don't take, again, it's taking people at face value. I think exactly the same as what we were talking about earlier in terms of skin tone, or I think it even draws comparisons to, like, people have literally said to me, you don't look like you're from Oxford. Yeah, exactly. It's like, huh? What do people look like when they come from Oxford? What? Yeah. Like, you're supposed to wear tweed coats. Is it tweed coats that are really popular? Tweed, yeah. And those shoes, or the brogues. Yeah, like, come on. It's okay. You've got your stereotypical looks in things, but it's just like, it's not like that. For God's sake, we live in 2018. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, but I don't think I've lived in London long enough for me to have an opinion of how it is in London, because I've reached that age now where it doesn't matter, Whereas if I lived in London, so like, for example, my partner, Helen. Hey Helen. Shout out Helen. She growing up in Croydon, had a really tough time. That's really interesting. She had it so tough. So actually, and it's just differences. So it's really interesting. I don't know if it's because it's Croydon or whatever, or if it's how maybe, So maybe that's one positive of East Oxford that we've discovered. That exactly. Maybe they're more accepting of perhaps so. People in general. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's because we as young people especially were just so accepting of differences. Not even actually being accepting. I think it's just, wasn't a thing. It didn't matter. Yeah. It was, this is who I am and that's it. And that's all that matters. And it's just to say, for example, I had an ex who, she found it very hard, because I remember we went out for New Year's to London one night for New Year's at the London night, and I was with Cashel and Georgina, and shout out Cashel and Georgina. Yeah, I really miss Cashel, but anyway, carry on. So do I. But we all four of us went to the London Eye for New Year's. We were in the crowds and stuff, and I was like, yeah, okay, New Year's kiss, like it's just usual, but she didn't want to. Who is this, sorry? Stacey. She's an ex of mine. Okay. I don't think you met her. I remember her. Do you? Through pictures. Yeah. Well, she was black, and she didn't want to kiss me in the middle of London because she was scared that she would be attacked in some way because she's black and lesbian. And this was another story I did say to the producer, because everybody's different. Like, everybody's got their own fears of maybe be because of colour. Yeah, exactly. And so that was a really sad moment, because it was just like, well, I guarantee you, even if we did kiss, nothing would probably happen anyway. But it's the fact that she had that fear in her, whereas obviously I'm so open, I don't care. Yeah. What people might perceive me to be, if I'm holding hands in the street or whatever. It doesn't bother me. if anything, if you don't do things like that, you're actually creating the problem yourself.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. If you're being so reserved in being a gay person, and you're being reserved and holding hands or having a quick, peck on the cheek or whatever, you're creating the problem, I think, in a way, because you're not allowing it to be a normal thing that other people see every day.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? But I understand that there is that fear, which is totally understandable, but you've got to break out of that somehow, I think. No matter when it might be when you're 50 odd years old, whatever, but at some point that has to be broken, and I think as gay people, we're getting better at it, because I think society is getting more accepting of it. However, there are still definitely problems. 100%. There's always problems. People always, give you looks, and you've got to kind of like judge where you are. Is this appropriate to hold hands? Like, are we safe to hold hands? Kind of type thing. So it's just, it's interesting. But yeah, no, like I said, I think me coming out when I was at school, I was super blessed. Because everyone was just so cool. We were like a family. I even remember all of us saying, do you remember, we drew out a massive plan that we were all going to live together. You, me, Shell, away. We even drew the house and everything. It's not like we were like 5 years old or anything. We were actually like, 15, 16, and we planned this. We were all going to live together. I'll never forget that. And we were just cool. It was like we were a family. Mad, but we were a family.